Hello again. I want to share a couple things with you again today. This is a list that was generated by 14 seniors. This was advice they wanted to somehow give to themselves if they could go back in time. So it's advice they would give to their younger selves. And I'll go ahead and start reading them. And there's 14 here. One senior said she would tell her former self to face your fears and reach your full potential. That sounds reasonable. That we should all be doing that now. And we certainly should be doing it then. Another senior writes, regardless of age, the decisions you make now will determine who and what you are. These will color your life. So make wise decisions and make good decisions. So that's good advice. One lady, she writes, have a little faith in yourself. And that's one of the things I think a lot of people choose to either ignore or don't really recognize. They may not have a great amount of faith in themselves, their abilities or things like that, but we want to make sure that that we all have faith in our own abilities. Another person writes, I would tell my former self to make a commitment to your principles. So being committed and having principles and being committed to those principles are important. One person writes, stay in school and finish your education. Great advice. That's the advice we should be giving our children and grandchildren now. One, and you probably have already said this to yourselves before, but know who you are before you launch into marriage. And also, the same person writes, be able to find the good that's mixed in the ugly. I would like to ask some questions of the senior, just what she means about finding the good in the ugly. I would probably get a nice story from behind those words. One says, keep an optimistic attitude toward life and to never give up. I like that. Never give up. And that's some of that driving force that keeps us going every day. That driving force gets us out of bed in the morning. It drives us to go to work, to do things, to get up and prepare a meal, or get up and clean the house. Get up and call family to check on them. It's usually working beyond who you are and going outside yourselves in a lot of cases. Number 8. Be sure and get your education so that you can get a good job and take care of yourself. So apparently there's 2 people at least in this group who felt the same way. Now here's another one on marriage. This one says, don't hurry to get married. All right, I have some comments to make after that. One says, enjoy every day of your short life in this present world. Another says, always go to college. So there's 3 on education so far. Number 12, take advantage of every good opportunity and use it to prepare yourself to be ready for creating others. That's other opportunities, I believe is what it means. So take advantage of every good opportunity and use it to prepare yourself to create others. One says, enjoy the life that God's given you and take one day at a time. And the last one, it says, set your goals and work toward them in everything that you do. Now, those are great things to tell our former selves. There's some more positive things I think we could look at too. Even today, we have opportunities to share with someone. I wrote a list of 10 of my own that we could do today. Number one is to share your experiences with your children or your grandchildren every chance you get. And they'll always remember you for this. And I was thinking about my parents. My mother used to be she's a great storyteller, and she loved her children, her grandchildren, the nieces and nephews, and they remember her for her stories. And we always were fascinated when we would sit down with her and listen to what she had to say about her childhood. Number two, and I like number two a lot because I've seen it here in our center, and I think it's a great thing. But even now in your lives, don't be afraid to find romance. And that sounds kind of silly, but there are few more things more powerful than finding someone to share your life with, even if you're a senior. The times when we are usually loneliest in our lives is when we're a senior sometimes. If our spouse passes away, and then we're introduced to someone else, and I want to ignore this phone and go from there. But don't be afraid to find romance. Number three, if someone asks you or invites you to go somewhere, by all means go. If it's down the street to grab a hamburger, or it's going to the grocery store, by all means go with them. You never know, there may be one time in your life where you're not able to go. So while you can, go, because you might not be asked again. And you might find yourself having a good time in the process. Number four, don't feel like you have nothing left to offer. If you have a phone, you can call someone who's lonely, make him feel better, make him laugh, share an experience with them on the phone, or go visit them if that's possible. Number five, move, stretch, do something every day. Move your joints and muscles to keep them active. Number six, find a hobby. Even it's something that you really thought or didn't think about doing, building a puzzle. Now, I like things that move quickly, board games, card games, building puzzles. I get bored quickly, but I know that if I turn that corner where I really start to enjoy it, it'll be a fascinating new hobby. Putting puzzles together, I get frustrated easy. Because if the pieces don't fit, and I'm saying there's no piece that will fit in this space, I want to quit. But that's part of the challenge, is finding that hobby into something that challenges your mind and your skills. Number seven, I wrote down here, sit on your front porch just for a few minutes a day and expose yourself maybe to some sunlight. That's good for you, good for your body, it's healthy, and you get some fresh air. So those are important things. Stay active if you can, but get some sunshine. Touching your skin is really important. It'll keep you positive as far as your emotions go. Number eight is sing. Some of you may be able to sing really well, and I know a lot of our seniors can, but I'm in the group that really can't sing. But I'm telling you what, singing is very good, especially if no one's around. You can sing as loud as you want. So try to sing along with the radio, and that will keep you positive, and also helps your mental health in every way. Number 9, try to keep yourself neat and clean. Put on a new change of clothes every now and then. Dress up for yourself, not just for the heck of it, not necessarily for someone else, but dress up. And it'll make you feel better, make you look better, of course, and it all helps for a general mental fitness. And number 10, the last one is very general. It's always remember that you're never too old to do some good for someone else. I would expect that when you pick up that phone and call someone, that person who answers the phone knows that you're doing something, you're calling them. It makes them feel good, and you are doing good in the process. So today, I want to challenge all of you to do something fantastic for somebody else. Pick up the phone, tell them you're thinking about them. Call your friend, your neighbor, someone else at the center. Talk about the weather, but keep the other person encouraged, and you'll find out along the way that you'll be encouraged too. And this is our last segment for the day. Have a great Friday and a great weekend. God bless you all. Bye-bye.